All right, there we go. Hey, so it's been a minute, but I'm doing a quick video on how to change out your RV skylight. Some people have been asking to do some videos on these things, so I'm just going to separate them and we're going to do some fun videos, quick short ones. So I actually already started on it and then I realized I needed to do a video, so let's get to it. Climbing up the ladder right now. Check it out, I already did one, just so you can see the finished product. It's all about being clean, but here we go. The skylight we're changing out, you can see it's very old. And what I started on doing was, you want to, depending on your skylight, you need to get all this old stuff up. This is all the putty and all of the caulking. They've fixed this thing a few times. You can actually tell that there is a leak when your screw heads are rusted right here. So you can see that after you peel up the putty that's sealed. If you find any screw heads that are rusted, it's leaking. If you have any cracks, you can see this crack right along here. There's cracks. So this skylight is definitely leaking. And that's why we're changing it out. I'll show you guys where I got my skylight. I found it on Amazon. This is a really weird size. It's 26 inches by 26 is my opening, so it's really hard to find a skylight that size, but we found one after a couple days of searching. And then the tools you need, I'll show you too. Alright guys, so here are the tools needed for doing your skylight. I got my screw gun with the right size bits, some new screws, screwdriver for kind of cranking on things, scraper, I sharpened it, it's very sharp, another flat spatula deal for pulling things up without trying to rip the rubber, another scraper, my caulking gun for the new sealer, a rag and some Simple Green. I like the Simple Green because it's like a natural biodegradable type soap, so non-toxic. And anyways, let's get to it. Wow, check this out. I was just trying to adjust the tripod and it breaks. Need to get another one of those. So as you can see here, this corner is definitely leaking. You can also see leaks inside of your trailer. I'll show you what that looks like right now too. Here we go. Let's check out this baby. Turn some lights on in here. So, work in progress. There's the back wall. I still need to frame that in. And to tell if something is leaking, you're going to see stuff like this. You see how up here, the roof's cracked, it's squishy. Over here, squishy. That's all easily changed out, but that's how you know if something is leaking. We had another leak over here that I fixed. You can see right here, the material is cracked. This was an old telephone satellite thing that I ripped out and caulked up top and got it all fixed. So if the side's crunchy or you got some cracks in this plastic sheeting that is basically plywood with a plastic piece over it, you know you got a leak. Or if you see water discoloration in the carpet, check this out. We got carpet color. It's definitely a different color down there. Just when you're looking at things when you're buying a trailer, you want to check all that stuff out. Push on the walls, make sure nothing's leaking. So let's go back to it. I'm so bummed that the little stand that I have for the GoPro just broke. Now I gotta hold this thing and try and film. Gotta get a new one. Wow, so this weather's getting kind of crazy. It looks like it's gonna rain, but anyways, one other tool I forgot to mention is a screw gun. So you need your screw gun, and we're gonna pull these out. Yank them all out. This is the flange that's holding in the Skylight. All right, so now we're gonna try and peel this up. Let's see what we're in for. This thing's pretty old. It's going. Yeah. Oh, there we go. You can see all the old putty under there. The last Skylight I did, I ended up peeling all this stuff all around here. It was so much work, and I learned just peel around the screws, and then you can just rip the rest of the stuff out, and it'll clean up way easier for you. So I'm gonna get this off, and we'll show you how we cleaned it up. Put the new Skylight right back down. All right, guys. So now you can see. I'll kind of get a close-up shot here. You can see the old stuff. You can see there's definitely pretty dirty under here. There's the bathroom with this spider over here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape the rest of this stuff off of here, get it all cleaned up, use my simple green, scrub it a few times, and then we're going to pop the Skylight right back on. Alright guys, so now we're just spraying it off and scrubbing it clean. Where your new Skylight's gonna rest. Basically, you want it nice and clean so it'll stick. Some of this stuff's not gonna come off. Wow, it's dirty. Okay, so my Skylight is double insulated, the old one. So basically what I'm gonna do is peel this plastic piece off right here and stick it on the new Skylight so it'll be double insulated. The new one I bought is just the outside cover, which is this. I'm gonna reuse the inner cover because it's still fine. So real quick, I'm losing the sun, but I'm gonna pull this off, and then here's my new one. It's an Icon Skylight 26 by 26 right here, and then I'm going to set it down upside down on there. Alright, so check it out. I peeled it off, sticking it in here, and it's bigger than the new Skylight, so I need to trim it down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim it down to size so it sits good on the flange. Alright, so check it out. Now you can see that it fits nice. You can see I'm missing the holes here, going all the way around. I cracked it, which is a bummer when I was peeling it off, but it is old. I didn't want to spend the money on this inner shield thing. This part right here is like 30 bucks. It's like, why not just reuse it? Who cares? It's not really serving a purpose of being waterproof. It's just making a double barrier for heat and cold. So that'll be fine. I'll throw some caulking on it. No one will know. It's in the shower. And I am using, it's about 3 tubes. Sometimes people use 4 tubes. It just depends. About 4 tubes, so about a tube per side of your Skylight to make it look really nice. Check it out. Now you can see that this thing has a really good seal. It's nice that it's clear. You can look all the way around and see that it's crushed. You see the darker spots? That's crushed all the way around. And then I got my screws in. You saw how I start from the outsides first, then put the middles, and then go from there. So So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a whole layer on top of this, make sure I cover all of my holes from the old Skylight all the way around. And there's a vent fan right here that I gotta make sure I reseal back up because that was with the old Skylight. So very important. So here we go. So make sure you get your screw heads for sure. I'm gonna go around the screw heads and I'm going around the whole edge here to make sure it's sealed up. And what's nice is this stuff is self-leveling. So you don't need to be pretty. It'll make itself look pretty. Not that it matters, it's up on the roof. I really can care less. As long as it does its job. Who's looking at the roof on an RV or a trailer, you know? There's no reason for it. It's good. Alright guys, well I just gotta say cheers. Check it out. It's done. Just gotta make sure you fill all your holes, caulk it right, and that's just gonna set up. So that's how you change out an RV Skylight. Thanks for watching the video. Any questions, comments, suggestions, put them below. Subscribe on the left hand side, and I hope you guys are enjoying these RV videos. I'm going to be doing tons as I'm fixing this thing up, so cheers.